so I can. Let's shine some light.
Maybe what are you eating?
Can you make us ice cubes? Or like in bags? So I can take apart. Ice chest. Grab like or just a chunk of ice in a bag. Or even a Target bag. If you get two, it should be good. Even like, not even less than halfway. Yeah, if that can hold it, then yeah. And then just kind of spread out so it does freeze. Did it hold the water? Howdy, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by, whoever that is. Two people. Two people. Two people. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. So we were driving this little guy right here in a really sandy condition, and it started making some noise coming out of back here. Coming out of here, so I'm thinking it's the spur here. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that it is that and not the differential, you know. So we're about to open it up and see what the problem is. See why it was making so much noise. We just gotta take out 1, 2, 3, and it should be ready to come out. It's a 2.5. We got two of those, and then we already took this one out. This one is a smaller one. I think this is a 2. Yep, dynamite. That's the one in the middle. That one, the one in the middle is a 2, and these two right here is 2.5. So this is an older traxxas. The way you can tell this is the older traxxas, the older traxxas 4x4, sorry, is by flipping it over. And you flip it over, and you see this right here. That's an older 4x4. And right here too, I don't know if you guys can see that. I mean, you can see that. That's an older 4x4. But let's go ahead and take off the cover and see what we got. Let's check it out. Take out one more. Lost that one, so I gotta turn it over so we can get that little guy out. Turn it over. There we go. I like putting all my screws on a rack so I know they don't slide out. Okay, now we got those off. Let's open it up. If it is a spur gear, we got an extra one, so should be good. If it is a spur gear, you know. Doesn't want to come out. Doesn't want to come out, so I'm gonna have to try using a screwdriver to try to pry it out. You know what? Let me try this. I'm gonna try this guy. Got that off. What do you guys think? See that spur gear? Looks okay. Check it out. If you guys can see it, it looks good. Maybe it was just dirt in there. So you guys can get you can see the little rocks. There's a little rock right there. Yeah, so I think it was just dirty. I think there was just I don't have a blower, or else I would have compressed air. See, what happens is that the sand gets in between the gears and then it gets compressed. But I'm just gonna give it a little clean, guys, and put it back together. Put it back together. And we should be ready to go tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be at a Revelation. There's a racetrack right here in our city, and so usually it's not racing; it's just practice. We're gonna be out there practicing, but usually the night before, I usually like going out there with all the stuff ready to go, batteries charged, So pretty much you just get there, pay your entrance, say what's up to all the homies, and set up. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave that spur gear there. Looks good. Pinion looks good. I might just tighten it up a little bit. I might just tighten that right there. Just a little bit. Just in case. Oh, it's good. So this one looks like it's good. Looking at the springs, looks good. I need to take this off right here. This doesn't work anymore. What happened is that little capacitor right there broke off. That broke off, and I just ran it straight. So when I ran it straight, it blew out the lights. Let's check out the back end. Looks good. Oh, look at that, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. Good thing we caught this. Check this out, guys. This is why it's kind of... I don't know if you guys can see that screw. That's supposed to be in, so it's a good thing we caught that today at home. And then, I mean, it's either or. You can fix it here or whatever, but it's a good thing that we did not hit the track with that popping out. So that's why we're out here right now, just kind of peeping out the truck. So we'll take care of that. Let me check out the front, make sure everything's good. That one's good. That one's good. So we'll just this is the one that you guys can see it. It's like popping out. You can see it right there. It's popping out. It's supposed to be like that. Well, first, guys, before we do that, let's go ahead and put the cover back on. Put the cover back on, and then we'll tighten up that screw. So this looks good. Already gave it a little shake. You can see all the little rocks coming out. You see all those little rocks. That's what messes up your gears. I don't know if you guys just heard that. A big old rock just fell out. There's another one. Look at that. You get that in your gears, it's gone. Let's see if anything else. That's about it. But you can see all that stuff. All that stuff just came out. See a little bit more stuff came out. All right. Let me clean the table real quick. Give you a little wipe. Wipe it down. Let me wipe this table down real quick. Got a lot of sand right here. Okay. So I accidentally took out these. These we didn't have to take out these. These two go right there. So we'll put those on. We'll put those on first. Let me take a swig of coffee real quick. As a young man, I never really liked coffee, but once I got older, you need that coffee just to make it throughout the day. There's one. Yeah, buddy. Two, we'll bring this one all the way down and then the other one. Two. And then let's go ahead and put the cover back on. Give it a little wipe. You might as well just give it a little clean, you know what I mean? You're already there, you know what I mean? Give it a little clean. Look at that. Looks way better. Give it a little clean. You dig? Go take out the battery so we can charge it. I bet you there's gonna be a lot of sand, a lot of rocks underneath that right there. Watch, you bet. I bet you. Oh no, well, I think they probably fell out when we shook it out. That's right. I like running these batteries right here on the traxxas. If you ever see these, they're okay, but they just don't last that long. I'm running a C5, C5 plug, 52. It's a pretty good battery. You know, as long as you take care of it, you know, take care of you. You got the balance. So there's the balance. It's the balance. C5. Yeah. So I think all the sand and stuff is what came out of here. All right, let's go ahead and put this on, guys. That little corner right there. Oh, we'll put this on and then we'll take off the tire and loosen up that. So this pretty much. I should have shown you guys this right here covers up your gears, so that way you don't get no dirt, no sand, but it still goes in there. So if I would have had a compressor or a CLK, we could have just blown it out. So this little guy right here, this little guy goes right here, and the two other bigger ones go on the side. Two other ones, these two, one here, one there. So I think we're gonna need this to take off the back tire. Yeah, so right now, just kind of going over the trucks, charging up batteries, getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be at Rev. It's a dirt track out here in SoCal. And pretty much it's just practice. Practice on the track. Alright, we got that tied up. So it looks good. It looks like it was just sand in between the gears. So now we're gonna go ahead and tying that up. See, it's supposed to be like this. So this one. So let's go ahead and take off the back tire. We can even put these on, so that way that doesn't happen. So these are racing concepts, and I'll show you in a bit, because that usually happens all the time. So if you were to switch over to these, it won't happen as much. So it looks like this side fit is a 7mm. So this tool is pretty cool because it has different 5.5, 10, 7, 5, and then these are to take off your 1/8 buggy tires. I had picked this one up for like $2 or $3 at Pegasus. Pegasus is another SoCal hobby store out here in California. SoCal. Alright, so I'm going to take this off and you're going to see how you see that it's a good thing we were, going through the truck and we caught that. Tilt the truck so you can see. It's popping out. So we can go with these guys, so that way that doesn't happen, or we can just take it out and put some super glue or some Threadlock. I'm out of Threadlock, so we're gonna have to use super glue. But I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out, clean it. There it goes. And look how thick that screw is. Look at that. I mean, it's thick. Thicker than a snickle. I'm also just gonna go ahead, since I'm already here, I might as well just clean a little bit. Doesn't hurt. You can see right there that blue stuff, that's Threadlock. So I'm all out of that, so we're gonna have to use a substitute. Okay. Let me get that sauce. Let me get that sauce real quick. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Got this right. I'm just gonna put a little dab since I'm out of Threadlock. Just a little bit. Give it a little clean since we are already here. Might as well give it a little clean. Alrighty. This goes right there. And then this goes in from here. And then it locks in right here. So we won't put no glue right now until it gets closer to the thread. The thread is over here. So you got to make sure this and that lines up, or else you'll be right there just spinning, and it won't go in until this and this match up. You also kind of want to push it in a little bit, or maybe tapping it in until you find, because the threads are back here. There we go. You can feel right when it goes in. So we're just gonna go in a little bit more, and we're gonna put a little bit of glue right there, so it doesn't slide out. It's a little dab, a little bit. You can't even see it. There it is. That should stay for a while. And then we'll just go ahead and put the tire back on. These are stock old traxxas tires, but I think these tires are pretty good at the track. They're not the best, but I think that they're pretty good. You just can't go full speed because they'll just slide. They'll be sliding. So you can't go like 100% on the throttle, maybe like 80, just to keep it from sliding. Like that. So these, you want to make sure this clicks into that. If you can't hear it, let's go back here. And then you can see it when it goes in. 7mm. Is it 7? Yeah, M7. Tying it up, and since we already have this out, let's go ahead and just check the back, check the front, make sure they're all snug. Yeah. So cool. We found two things that we kind of fixed. One was we cleaned out the spur gear. We took this off, cleaned that out, and then we also found that one of these screws back here was loose. So let's go ahead and take this out, guys, because this is, we'll leave that on, but we'll just we'll cut the wires off right here, because this kind of gets in the way. We can leave the lights on; they won't go on, but I'm go ahead and take them off. Just gonna pull them out. There we go. And rip off the zip tie. Got that out. Throw in the trash. Throw in the gutter. Okay, so this one looks like it's ready for tomorrow. So it's ready. It's ready. I'll probably clean it up a little bit off the camera, but let's go ahead and bring out the next strut and let's see what we can fix. And the reason why I like doing this, because I'd rather, fix what's wrong with them at the house than to fix it while you're at the track. Because sometimes I kind of find myself kind of rushing things just to go on the track when you should not rush and fix it. So if I go and look at the truck the night before, there's no rush, opposed to being on the at the track and just kind of, you know, there's been times where I've forgotten to put on some stuff back on, or forgot to put, you know, parts in the right way, and just stuff like that. So at least when you do this the night before, you kind of know that everything should be ready to rock and roll. Your day. We're just gonna do one more thing on this, guys, and we're gonna there's some rocks, or not rocks, but I'll show you guys. There's a little bit of rocks in there, so we're gonna try to take those out. But first, we got to put the cap on this, or else we're gonna be going back to the Home Depot, and I hate going back to the Home Depot. So the last time I had taken rocks out of there, I had used this guy, 1.5, and what I usually do is I just run this. You see that one? That one's gone. Can't get that one, and I can't get that one. So I'm gonna have to probably maybe use some cardboard. I'm gonna try using this. Wait. I'm gonna try using this to see if I can get those little rocks out of there. There's one. There's another one. I just got two more. There's another one. Boom, 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 boom. Got them all, guys. See, now there's no rocks in there. Wait, there's one, I think. Just run it. A little piece of cardboard. And get those little guys out of here. There it is. It's a little piece of cardboard. And get those little rocks out of there. So this guy's good. Should be able to get there and just RTR. Alright. Let's bring out the next guy. Clean off the dirt. The dirt. Don't say that. Don't say the dirt. Don't say the dirt. Don't say the dirt. Here's the next guy. Oh, you can tell something's already wrong. Hear that? Ooh. Oh no. It sounds like there's something wrong. Ooh. So this one, remember I was telling you about when I was telling you about going back on the track, and since you're like so excited you forget to put parts on. I forgot last time I was at the track, I forgot to put this on, and since I was in a rush to put this on, I lost some of the screws that go to this. And this needs to be put on, but I just want to see why that thing is so loud. Maybe it's the same thing since I was running without a cover. Maybe since I was running without a cover, Gears, gears are good. It just has a lot of play. Let's just kind of go over the. Make sure everything's on. I tell you what though, we should swap out these tires because I think these guys, look at that. I think these guys are done. Done. We're gonna swap these out. We're gonna swap out the front and the back. And I'm gonna shake this off camera because, or not off camera, but just that way I don't get that way I don't get no dirt on the table. Give it a couple shakes, guys. Give it a little spanking. All right. What do you guys think? These are done? You guys think these are done? Let me go ahead and bring out the tires that we're gonna be running tomorrow, guys. I think these are probably shot out too. Yep. I'm not running them. Let me see what else I got. Hey guys, I'm back. So we're gonna be running these guys tomorrow. JC Concepts. These were given to me from one of the writers at Rev, and I told him, hey, these are still kind of good. He's like, man, you can have them. I was all right, cool. Thank you, thank you. So we'll be writing these front and back. So we're probably gonna go ahead and use these in the rear. Wait. These in the rear. These in the front. But let me go ahead and just give it a little wiping. Wipe it down. Remove these guys. What do you guys think we should run these? Let's see how this looks compared to. Look at that. You guys can see the difference. Let's run these. Would you be able to run these on this? Nope. So these are truggies. I think there's like a 1/5. Yeah, I don't even think you'll be able to run a body on this. Look at that. Nope. I know. Gives this guy a little clean. Yeah, so we're out here in SoCal, guys, and it's barely 8 o'clock, and it feels like it's so late, bro. Earlier it was 5 o'clock. It was 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock out here in California, SoCal, and it was 5 o'clock out here in SoCal, and it was already dark, and I'm like, what the? I almost felt like going to sleep because it was already dark. But then I looked, and it wasn't even 5:30, and I was like, dude, I can't go to sleep. It was only 5 o'clock. And that's why I'm kind of out here doing this. You know what I mean? Just to kind of stay up, just to stay busy. Do something. Do something. If you don't like it, do something. You know. Um, yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let's start doing something, or else I'm gonna end up falling asleep. But I think this happens to everyone, especially around these times, because it's like because it gets dark, because it gets dark early. You know, unless you're doing something and it's dark, then it's okay. But it's just finding that motivation. I'll be right, guys. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get something to clean up. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like I guess like some of the oil leaked, so I'm gonna get something to clean that. Maybe like a toothbrush or something. I'll be right back. Right back. I'm just gonna get a toothbrush. Let me see if I got one in my box. Yeah, if you guys want to come over, we're gonna be at Rev tomorrow. Revelation Racetrack, SoCal. Google it. Some other guys want me to go to different tracks, but I don't know why. Like I like Rev. They're like, oh, come out here, come out there. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. You just go to Rev. This is just a little brush, no soap, no nothing. And I just switched out the oil not too long ago. And I think a little bit leaked out the top. No biggie. I had changed these. Where is it at? Back up. I had changed these like 2 weeks ago. I changed this and the back because it comes in a set. Because the ones that I had on there were kind of the old ones. I think I tossed them. Yeah, I think I tossed them. But these were kind of like that. This one, the one on this side was like that. And so the body was sitting sideways. The body was sitting sideways, and I just didn't like the way it sat. So I went to handle it, and I got it handled. That's another shop out here in SoCal. It's called Handle It. Guy takes care of us. So I only had time to change the oil in the front. I didn't do the back. It's barely 7 out here in California and it's dark. But we're just gonna go ahead and put these back on. Well, not back on, but on. This guy's a little clean inside. RL. Rear front. Left right. What was that? And RR. Rear right. Rear right. Rear RF, LF, I don't know. I don't know how this guy had him on. Let's go ahead and put on these. Put these on. It should fit. Yep. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the battery's ready. Battery's ready. Uh-oh. Yeah, so tomorrow, guys, we'll be at a Rev. So if you guys want to, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and get an alert when we're out that track. We'll be out there live. There's like steam coming out of my hands right now. Maybe you guys can see that. There's like steam coming out of my hands. It's like so cold out here. One more wheel to put on, and then we'll put the cover on it so you guys can see what to look for out there on the track. You're like, oh, that's, you know who that is. No, you know who you are. Okay, they're all on. Put the body on it. Body's kind of dirty. Do a little wiping. Been wanting to kind of lift this like this. I feel like if I were to cut that, it won't be as strong, but it looks like it's breaking by itself right there. So I noticed if it's like that, then it has a little bit of more strength. But regardless, it's still gonna get messed up, you know? This guy sits like that. So the cool thing is that doesn't rub. Even if it bottoms out, it's still good. Same thing with the back. even if it bottoms out, it doesn't hit the, because there's like a wide. Same thing with the front. The front looks like it would hit, but we golden. We good. We good. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys, and you guys have a good night. And thanks for stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Bye.